Okay, you're coming live.
Are we there?
Yeah.
That's us.
Yes.
Oh, volume down.
Yes, please.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, do your intro.
Hey everyone. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Too Many Cooks in the Kitchen. I'm Dana Peller.
And I am Adam Potash.
And today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite cookbooks, and then Adam is going to give us insight as to maybe like simple tips and tricks on how to take what you have in your fridge or your pantry.
For sure.
Or
So how was your week? It's first week of summer, right?
Kids had camp. Dropped them off
right away.
yesterday.
You don't waste any time, huh?
They wanted a week off, and I'm like, I can't. I have to work.
My kids are home.
Cleaning.
They are. Well, we kind of redecorated some of their rooms and stuff, so they're doing a little bit of cleaning, spring cleaning we've been doing the last week or so, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're going away, and then they're going away, and then so they got a lot of things happening.
Very cool.
As speaking of the devil, one of them's calling. So, well, that's good. And
yes.
Calling again.
Yes.
So, cool.
Yeah.
So they're at a football camp?
It's like a mixed sports camp, so each week is a different sport, which is kind of cool. So they learn the fundamentals, and then the last day of the camp, they do like a tournament of some sort. But what's cool is one half of the day is very sports intensive, and then the other half they go to like the movies, or like today they're going to like a community pool, which I think is kind of gross, but like, and then they have they're going to like a water park, Calypso something.
Oh, that's in Boca, East Boca, yeah.
So it's nice that they have that break, and they also get to get outside, you know, get swimming in and stuff like that. They did bowling.
Extra stuff, yeah. Is it just boys?
No, it's boys and girls.
Oh.
It's boys and girls, and my oldest, it's his last year that he can go there. So
how old is it?
It's until 8th grade.
Wow.
I know.
So he's like the big man on campus.
Yeah, like they walked in, and you would think that they wouldn't even, you know, I'm like, Nathan and Gabriel probably like, we know, you know, and they like walk right past us, like, bye. They don't even care.
They don't care.
No, they wanted to go see
They get out while you're still moving.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm excited. They're excited too. And then the end of this month, we're picking up a puppy. So.
That's right. That's exciting stuff. So are they going to go to this camp for a while?
My oldest is going every week. He demanded to go every week, and I did not deny. And then the younger one is only going for certain sports, which is nice. You can pick certain sports. So then the other weeks, we're going to work on that.
Are any big trips planned?
Just to pick up the puppy.
That's it? All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyone have any tips on puppy training? Comment below.
Yeah,
I haven't done that in like 10 years.
Stay focused.
I know.
Yeah. Cool. So we just launched June's menu.
Yes.
I was getting compliments all day long on the quinoa, the stir-fried quinoa, the Thai shrimp salad, which I said was my favorite. No one else commented, and I'm now getting compliments that it's the best.
Yeah, because now everyone's starting to like, they've gone through their bag, they put everything in the fridge that they needed to, and now they're eating it all, and you're going to be getting the...
My mom actually just told me, I'm excited this I didn't realize that, because she does the chef's choice.
Yeah,
so
I pick them.
So, cool. And our new website should be coming out soon.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's a nice, clean look. Not that our website now isn't clean,
I love
but
our
it's a
website
little bit more organized, I feel like.
A little more function
modern.
to it. That's what I was looking. Yeah, a little more function. So
we look forward to that. So you'll be able to find. You can find all of our past Too Many Cooks in the Kitchen episodes if you go under the Adam Potash, the health coaching. There's videos there. If you go under Farm Fresh Meals on the website, there's actually cooking videos that Adam's done in the past. So we kind of separated them just to make it a little bit easier, but you can find all of the past videos there, as well as our YouTube page, which I need to start growing. I'm going to start.
Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
Thanks.
Summer goals.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so we got a lot of books in front of us.
Yep.
So we want to get through all of these. This is Dana's pile. This is my pile. We'll see what you got there. You want to go through like one and one?
Yeah,
something
let's
like
do one and one.
All right, cool.
Okay. So actually, I'm going backwards. So my first cookbook that I ever got actually was a Julia Child. My aunt got me the big fat Julia Child cookbook.
If we could reverse the camera. So it says I don't have to cook with fancier. I don't have to cook fancy masterpieces. Just good food from fresh ingredients, and that's Julia Child.
So my aunt for like my 15th birthday got me like the really big fat Julia Child's cook, and I'm like
the real
15?
yeah.
Yeah, it was very thoughtful. No, but my first cookbook that I like actually loved was the Sopranos cookbook because they
Italian?
had my honeymoon I went to Italy. And they had tortellini and brodo. I had that, like, any place that had it, I ordered it. It was so delicious. And it's the easiest thing to make. But I found it in the Soprano cookbook.
Very cool.
So this one you can see, it's all beat up. We just get ideas from it. It's got braciole in there, like all different kinds of galamad.
Ossobuco.
Yeah.
No, I love it. That's great. So that's like just the classics.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Soprano, just kind of like an Italian
Right, but
classic.
I like that it's Sopranos too.
I get it. That's very cool. All right. So this is not really a cookbook, and I know you were like, I put a bunch of books here, and you were like putting ones back that weren't cookbooks. This was like the first book I got. Basically, it was like a chef mentor gave this to me as like this was his book, and then you're supposed to kind of like pass it down. I think I've actually passed it down a bunch of times and then just purchased new ones because this one looks pretty new and unused. But this is like Becoming a Chef, which is just like it's one of those like kind of like Anthony Bourdain type of like, you know, this is what it is type of things. So it's really, really cool. And no, it's not a cookbook or a recipe book, but very cool. If you're ever looking to like just kind of dive into like what it is to be a chef, like very, very cool book.
Awesome. And what we're going to do is we'll put links to each of these books in the comments and also on the website.
And it's a James Beard,
yeah,
award winning. So yeah, very cool.
That's awesome.
All right.
Okay. My next one is my Spiralizer cookbook.
I probably think I have that because we have one of those back there.
No, it's just a great way to like get vegetables in your kids more than anything. My husband and I, we eat vegetables all the time. But
I like that back picture.
You like this one? Yeah, like look how pretty. But all different recipes that you can make. It says quick, easy, and healthy recipes for any meal of the day. So even for breakfast, they have like these snacks, the vanilla spice apple and pear chips, which are awesome.
Awesome.
So this is a great book for everyone, for like
and
kids,
the kids,
which is huge.
Certainly for the kids, and then they can have fun with it. Especially, I'm sure they like doing the thing. And,
yeah. Make a mess. Yeah. So this is from Williams Sonoma. I've actually had really good luck with Williams Sonoma cookbooks, like finding cool.
They are good. I think I have a few that actually are in my house and not here. So yeah.
There's another really good one for kids too, the Jessica Seinfeld's Deceptively Delicious.
I've heard of that one too, yeah.
Yeah, so if you are looking to get like food in there, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's right, she sneaks like veggies and stuff in the food and the kids have no ideas.
Like spinach and things like that, it's really cool.
Yeah. So Ming Tsai, I don't know, he was, he's still a star. He still has like East Meets West, he was like big probably 10 years ago. I'm not like dating him, but that's I think when I saw him more on Food Network and things like that.
Right.
And I actually loved him before, but met him. We were staying at the same hotel in Naples. He was there with his family. I was there with my family. I was like, "What's going on?" And this was dating me now, probably 18 years ago or 15 years ago or something like that. And I was like, "Hey, like I'm a big fan. You know, can I have you sign something?" He's like, "I'll sign anything." I was like, "Let me do this." And I actually went to the bookstore and bought his book, and he signed it. You can't really see it, but he signed it. So, so I think it just says "keep cooking" or something like that.
No, but, that's awesome.
But very cool. But he's actually very, very good as far as like Asian cuisine, because he's literally a genius when it comes to Asian cuisine. So very, very cool if you're looking to like dive into a new culture, like. Just so many cool recipes in here, and his restaurants are outstanding. Some of the things are a little like crazy and complicated, but it's good to just kind of like pick up and like, you know, get some new inspiration.
No, for sure. I remember when I first met you, one of the first things you said is I asked how you get your inspiration for the menus, and you said you just leaf through the cookbooks.
That's
and
really it, yeah. We'll kind of Google some stuff and see what pops up, and it'll lead you somewhere else. And yeah, no one set thing for sure.
No, I think that's awesome.
Like I think I even have one tagged right there. So very cool.
So this is one that we just started doing at the house. Is a lot of cast iron cooking.
Do you have some cast iron?
We have like
Don't wash them.
No, I have to season them. I know.
All right, good. Not a lot of people know. They're like, what do I do with this thing?
It's not really I know, it's he knows.
Yeah.
And then I just know not to wash that. Like I leave those pots for him, but we know to season them with the salt and
olive oil. Sure. Yep.
But we do a lot of cooking with cast iron, especially now our hamburgers. Oh my
Really?
gosh, total difference. I don't even put them on the barbecue anymore.
Wow, that's cool.
They're so juicy, and for
Yeah.
the younger ones to even ask, like, because so I'm not putting it's a plug, but it's not. Fresh Market has the $2.99 chuck and chicken on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Hey, and
It's also Taco Tuesday, but
it is true.
Where our minds are thinking differently.
But so that I usually go on Tuesdays, and then we do burgers on Tuesdays, and my kids are so excited. They actually ask for it. Usually they're finicky, and for them to be like, and they only like the burgers that are on the cast iron. So we've like totally destroyed them for like everything else. But there's a lot of great recipes.
You know what's cool that we do actually here sometimes when we do like a frittata, we'll actually do it in that.
Oh really?
And so like it comes out really nice and thick and really good, which is an eggless or a crustless quiche.
Wok sauteed jumping calamari.
That's
with
cool.
Mango pepper.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't used it too much just because, like, I don't know, being a chef, you want like fun, easy pans like flying everywhere.
You
and
can't
it's
fly.
Right, exactly. So I don't use it that often. I probably should use it more because we have one back there.
Maybe we could do a special.
But we'll do a special for sure.
All right, we'll think it.
We have a nice one back there, a really good heavy duty one. Cool.
Next.
So the Naked Chef. One of my favorite chefs, just because he's such a cool guy, number one. Number two, I want to even say that he definitely influenced me on becoming a health coach. He was one of the first on Food Network and things like that that were really, look at Nicole's like sparking interest over there. He first attacked the obesity epidemic with children, and he'd had a show years and years ago where he literally went around and taught people how to cook, and like these cities and states that were very obese in the country, and literally targeted them out and like started teaching them how to cook, and like just started rallying everyone around eating healthy. So really, really awesome guy. I've met him several times. His food is a little different here. His cookbooks, he has tons of cookbooks. Really simple stuff is why I like his stuff. It's not complicated whatsoever. If you look at some of his stuff, I mean, some of his like one pot wonder type stuff, but it's all for his stuff. It's all about literally having the fresh ingredients, and that's like his go-to. He's in the farm, like he probably has his own farm and picking stuff. So look, I mean, cooking fish.
He gives basic tips though, which is cool. Also, like to tell so that you know if it's cooked and things like that.
Yeah, so he's just really, really a cool guy. Again, I've met him a few times. He's not flashy with his stuff. Just really, really fresh and uses lots of herbs in his cooking. So if you're looking to use some herbs and don't know how to do it, this would be a cookbook to go to. You have more cookbooks than me.
I'm sorry. Well, one is kind of not a cookbook.
Okay.
Well, it is, but it isn't. So this one I got when I was like, all right, I am going to start cooking. I know how to cook. I do. I come from two
You
parents.
don't have to actually do it to know that you know how to do it?
I have both of my parents love to cook, and I've learned how to cook from them, but I've also been granted with a husband that loves to cook, and I just let him do that, and I'd rather do the dishes. But so there was one point when I'm like,
you always do the dishes?
Yeah, set the table, do the dishes.
What do you have kids for?
They help me.
Okay.
Sometimes. They put their dishes on the counter, not in the dishwasher. So this book gives me just like a little bit of inspiration. Some of the stuff is a little bit, it's easy to make. Their 30-minute meals.
Yeah, she's got a whole show on that, or did have a show on 30 Minute Meals.
She has a show. Oh, she does. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if she still does. So I have like a little bit. Let's see what I was going to make. Let's see. I put my little thingies in here. What did I want to make? Mostly green curry chicken over coconut jasmine rice. Mostly green. And then another one. And these are all half-hour meals. So like you come home from work, you're like harried. Like from a mom's perspective, this is great. Turkey noodle casserole. I don't know about that. But yeah, so they're
simple stuff.
Very simple.
She's really cool, by the way. I know she's mega famous. But she's really just learned as she went and started doing, and she's really, really cool. I haven't met her.
I haven't met her either.
I didn't mention that this one was signed too.
Oh.
I think this one is signed. I have a few from him. I have a few cookbooks. Maybe it's one, but I do have one signed by him.
You'll have to come with me because sometimes Macy's has these cooking immersion presentations, and I'll go there and the chefs are there and they cook the dishes and then they have their cookbooks, and that's how I get some of my
Neiman Marcus sometimes does it too.
I think it's awesome because
Yeah.
they're promoting probably some form of cookware also, but the
one in my
shelves are
house
so
is
cool. Oh, okay.
This one should be signed.
What's that one? Japanese
Look,
cooking.
yeah, that one's signed.
Nice.
So, very soft-spoken guy. He's Japanese, Morimoto, master chef. If you ever watch...
Food Network.
yeah, Food Network. What's the Master Chef? What's the show called?
Master Chef.
Yeah.
No, it's not called Master
Top
Chef.
Chef?
Top No.
No, it's Master Chef. His Morimoto.
Yeah.
Yes. No, he's a Master Chef, but what's the show called?
Master Chef? Iron Chef?
Iron Chef. Thank you. Yes. Woo! Okay. It's hot outside. So he's a Master Chef on Iron Chef, but he's literally a master of his craft when it comes to fish and seafood and things like that. When he's got a restaurant here in Boca, at the resort.
Yes.
He's got a restaurant in Orlando, which is a little more family oriented.
Yeah. They actually have like an outside window area in Disney Springs or something, right?
Yep.
So they have like that where you can go and you can get like dumplings outside, but then the restaurant itself is really cool inside.
Yeah, it's neat. It's big.
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
So I actually worked with him, and his sous chefs at a function, and they brought in a 300-pound tuna and filleted the whole thing, and it was just an awesome experience. So it was cool. I mean, again, he didn't speak much. We have a picture together, but did work with him and his crew, and just good times. So, but as far as like seafood and stuff like that, great go-to. And again, another Asian. This is more Japanese. That's like East meets West type stuff. So I lean my cooking a little more to the Asian stuff if I'm doing like catering and things like that. I spent a month in Vietnam when I first got out of school, so I kind of just went that route. But lots of fun stuff in here, lots of vegetables again in here, as you can see, which is cool because everyone's always looking to like, what can I do with vegetables? And lots of stuff you could do like in some of these books and just adapting. So, yeah, I used to cook that every day, back in the day when I ate meat. Yes, so just lots of fun stuff in here. Really cool book.
That's awesome.
And it's signed.
And that one's signed.
Yes, it is.
So, this one's signed.
Oh!
But you know what's funny? It's a cookbook for dogs.
Oh, wow. And you got that one signed? Who signed that?
The author.
Oh.
So, this is just a funny one, but when Sadie wasn't feeling well, I was looking towards alternative food.
Yeah.
And you can actually, you don't have to cook the food for your dogs. Your dogs can eat, for the most part, raw meat. Their stomach is in tune to that. But it's just interesting. Did you see what that was? The bland diet for the diary. Yeah, so there's different like recipes if your dog doesn't feel good and like whatever. I just thought it was really cute, so I just brought it because I love dogs.
Nice.
No, but my last one is actually
one.
my favorite.
Yeah.
So this is called the Real Food Grocery Guide, and I am literally reading it page by page because it's so interesting. When I first got this,
It's literally a guide.
yeah. I texted you and I said, I'm reading this and it sounds like you're talking to me because it's the philosophy that you have with your health coaching, like how you teach people about food, and it's like phenomenal. I was going through this. I was at Rapids and the kids.
You can literally turn to any page and there's some interesting stuff on it.
No, it's awesome. I mean, it talks about. Remember we talked about the Dirty Dozen, and the Clean 15. They give you tips in between. I mean, but it's just so interesting about. I forgot which one it was. There was one of the things that I had read, and it just was amazing that what nutrients are in them.
Right. What benefits are, vitamins, things like that. Sure.
So this is great. So I'm only up to greens. I'm up to chapter 5, but I love it.
Very cool. No, it's a really good book. I've read it before. So awesome. Some good choices here.
Yep.
So tips and tricks.
Yes.
So literally what I've always done, I don't sit here and read a whole book. I will, let's say I'll like literally scan to a page. If I'm looking for seafood, I'll go to the back and go to the seafood section, and then go to seafood and say like, oh, that's okay. Maybe I don't have mushrooms for that or whatever. And kind of just skim through and literally look at the recipes, look at the ingredients, and then close the book. And that's it. I'm done. And so I'll go make, and whatever I create at that point is what I create. This is cooking. It's not baking. It doesn't have to be a perfect science by any means.
That's what's great about it.
So just kind of, you remember some things. You'll probably add some things in that weren't in the recipe, and that's how it goes. And that's what makes literally good cooks and good chefs, is just kind of creating things and going through your mistakes and knowing that, hey, that was too much ginger. Ginger doesn't go with, you know, this so well or whatever. So that's literally what I have been doing for the last 20 years, and it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it obviously works now.
So yeah, so just pick up a recipe book at home, or if you don't have one, Barnes and Nobles has them. Like on the first section when you walk in, they're like discount, like $7-8. Those are some of my favorite books because I'm like, no one else wanted these books. Like, I'll take it. Like, you know, and there'd be something in there that's, you know, beneficial. So that's a good tip. Just kind of like go and get the cheap books. You don't have to get like super expensive books. I think this one's like $50, something like that. Go buy the cheap books. They always have like fun stuff in there for you to do. Involve the kids. I've said this a million times.
Yes.
You have to get them involved with that spiralizer thing. You know, have them do it. It starts at the grocery store, though. Before that, take them to the grocery store. Say, get them involved. So don't just say, "Hey, peel these." No, when they're at the store, picking it out, you know, and then coming back and then peeling it, then they're involved with it. So that would be tip number one if you were wanting to cook with kids, or get them more involved. And obviously, getting them to eat healthier is the key in all this.
Right. And it gets them excited when they go to the grocery store and they pick out something. They get ownership. They have ownership for what they're doing.
Or, you know, and if you can, you have time, go to the farmers markets and, you know, involve them with that as well. Cooking tips and tricks. I always say cook once, eat twice. You know, I think you guys are always cooking in your house. But like, I don't know how you do it. Like, cook like a big batch.
We cook for dinner and then we have it for lunch.
Perfect.
And it usually turns out to be like a taco or an omelet. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with things like, you know, grains and quinoas and things like that. Like, cook a big batch. You always do more things with them. Like, let's say you're serving like pork chops with a side of quinoa. Cook more quinoa and then turn that into a stir fry the next day and things like that. So you're just, you know, limiting your time. So, I don't know. I think those are some good tips to start. Don't want to overwhelm everybody at home, but yeah, just pick up some cookbooks if you don't have them. Literally open a page, skim through it, close it up, and go to town. And you're not going to remember everything, and it's okay.
Oh, I think those are great tips. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and we'll be offering some cooking classes here soon.
Yes, and we do also have your cookbook.
My cookbook is really, which I didn't even have that out here. Look, we would
All
have
the
been even.
favorite books.
I know. You can get one. Thanks. So, my the way, when I was making my cookbook, I literally had my kids in mind because Elise was already starting to cook. And, you know, I just wanted to create simple recipes that, you know, they're getting a little older and they can do things on their own and find their way around the kitchen. And so I created this, it's literally a recipe book. It's not even a cookbook of just simple things. If you guys don't have one, we sell them here for $20. But if you notice, the recipes are just half a page. They're not these long, drawn-out things and 50 different steps and things like that. They're half a page. There's 2 recipes, 2 a page. That are just easy things to make. And I have my kids in mind when creating this book, so that it'd be simple for them. Also, tons of tips and tricks on vegetables, storing tips, cutting tips, things like that. So, and it also comes with like some guides in the back. Folding napkins.
The fork on the left. I have like fights with my mom. The fork does go
always on the left. Yes. Serve on the left, take from the right, you know. But lots of fun little tips and tricks in here as well, along with the fun recipes. So, calorie counting, quick guides. So,
that's awesome.
Fun stuff.
Yes,
yeah.
Totally. So if you guys are interested in this cookbook, comment below with your email address and we'll get in touch with you and send you out a cookbook.
In fact, let's give one away.
Okay. So comment below with either your favorite
recipe.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Chef.
Favorite chef. Favorite chef. That's even better. Favorite chef.
And you do not get bonus points if you say Adam. I'm just telling you straight up.
You get $2.
You should see the face.
Yeah, comment below with your favorite chef, or maybe a chef that you've met, or a chef that you follow on Food Network, or you know, Guy Fieri I've met. I was actually supposed to be on his show twice.
He's awesome.
I was asked to be on his show, but it was my pickings at the time where they were like, you could do burgers, carnival food or like desserts for like one of the shows.
Right.
And I was like, count me out. Because this was years ago when I was building my health coaching practice.
You're like,
And I was like, this, you know, if I would have won the 10 grand, it would have been nice, but at the same time would have probably like defeated what I was trying to build over here. So funny enough, they contacted me like a year later and said, hey, we actually have some healthy shows. I was like, thanks, but like that ship has sailed.
Oh, you should
So
have done it.
I know, everyone said I should have done it, but
All right, well,
maybe,
they'll call
I would have to
you
go to
back.
LA for like a week. Not that that's
Oh,
bad.
my
Not
gosh,
that that's
that's
bad,
terrible.
but you know, with the kids and it was just and work and just didn't pan out.
We'll talk about that later.
I know, but I love
Crazy.
him. So
No, he is. He's awesome.
he's cool and he's just you know just personality. He made it.
When we travel, we go
Where-
based on where
Mhm,
he says.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
For sure.
awesome. We did a lot of our dining in California, even in the Napa area, based on what
He's the
he
real
was,
deal. He's a cool guy.
awesome.
So we're gonna give one away.
Yes. So your favorite chef, chef that you've met, an experience that you've had, comment below. And so today is Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday, so we will pick a winner on the next show.
Okay.
Let's do it for the next show.
If you remember that, I am not.
I'll remember that. Just to remind you guys, we do
Doesn't
have...
matter where you are. We'll send it out.
Yeah, no, we'll mail it out to you.
Yeah.
Our special of the week is a tuna mozzarella salad or caprese salad.
Yeah, tomato mozzarella,
With farm
caprese
fresh
salad, with reduced balsamic. We might make our own balsamic. I haven't decided yet. See, that's how chefs go. We just wing
Yeah,
it.
you just wing it.
But
You'll find
it'll be a
out on
caprese,
Monday.
yes.
when you get it.
Looking forward to that. This menu is great. So just started. If you haven't ordered from this new June menu, get on it because it's a really great menu. A little less choice. I think we have like 2 or 3 less choices, but I think these options are even better.
I think so too. I think so. So it's adampotash.com/June-menu. So I'll leave a link to that on the bottom as well. And then also we just have 1 spot left for the group health counseling.
Yes.
So if
which
you're
is starting
interested,
in 2 weeks. 1
June
week.
13th. It's next
Next
Thursday.
week.
Oh,
Next
geez. Yeah, we're ready for that.
Yeah.
So we have 1 spot left. Yes, I think we actually filled out and we'll have 1 spot left. We'll add a spot.
Right.
We gotta make some calls today. Yeah.
I know.
So next Thursday.
Yes.
Wow,
So it starts
exciting.
Thursday.
And just a reminder, that first group lost 54 pounds and counting because I actually just got a call from one of our clients saying that she's been out of the program 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
She just lost like another.
And she just lost another 4 or 5 pounds, something like that. So it's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Are you laughing or coughing?
A little bit of both. I like it, and I was coughing.
And also don't forget, we also do have our exclusive health coaching, which is one-on-one with one of our fabulous health coaches. And it's an 8-week program. So if you're interested in any of the programs, please feel free to comment below. Call us 223-1600. Check out our website, adampotash.com. And we will see you next week. Thanks
Ciao.
for joining us.